I just got home from work about 10 minutes ago, and I'm about to go see The Chosen Season 4, episodes 1 through 3 in theaters in just under 2 hours. But I noticed that they just uploaded a new trailer for those episodes, and so what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick reaction video to that trailer. I'm going to share some thoughts, and then I'm going to go watch these episodes, and we'll talk more about that tomorrow. But for now, let's look at this trailer.
Our hearts are so tender. All our emotions right at the surface. Laughter, tears, closer than ever. Should we avoid dark places out of fear? Or should we be light to them? Night is coming, and I have limited time. And as long as I am in the world, I am the light of the world. Let's not argue the sins of the past. We've got light to give.
This teacher from Nazareth is a sinner.
All of you!
This man is dangerous.
Oh, I am just getting started.
We will concentrate our efforts on preserving God's law.
You really need to do something. Don't become infamous for overseeing the town where a revolution started.
You blind guides, neglecting what is actually important of the law. Justice, mercy, faithfulness. Whatever you have said in the dark shall be heard in the light.
All I know is this man must be from God. I was blind. Now I see.
Cool. Okay, so that was a pretty quick trailer, but I think there's a lot of really cool stuff here that kind of gets me excited for this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of intimidated by the runtime for these episodes because there are 3 episodes in theaters, and it currently says that I think it's like 3 hours and 40 minutes or something like that in theaters. And if I'm being entirely honest, it's going to be a little bit rough because the showing doesn't even start till 7:20 p.m. That means we're going to be there till like 11:30ish. And I've got to be at work at 6 in the morning. So it's going to be a little bit rough. But this actually does look pretty good, so I'm starting to get a little bit more excited, and I'm excited to talk more about this with y'all tomorrow because we are doing a live stream where we're going to be talking about this and stuff, so I hope you do tune in for that. But real quick, let's just recap this. I think that a lot of the shots that they included in this trailer, just from first, like just look, I think that a lot of these shots are shots of people learning about John the Baptist's death for the first time. I think that a lot of these things in the trailer were actually first episode heavy. Because I think John the Baptist is going to die in the very first episode. I think that's going to be a big aspect of it. And so even throughout this, we see shots of, what was it? We saw Herod Antipas. We see John looking right here at whatever this is. I'm assuming this is where he's going to lay his head before he dies. Right here, we have Joanna. I'm assuming that she is going to see what's happening to John, and she's going to be the one to report it to everybody else. This is, we've got Andrew right here, probably hearing about John's death. We've got Mary Magdalene here, probably hearing about John's death. That's what I'm assuming. I'm assuming that's the thing that's got everybody emotional. We do have this scene in Caesarea Philippi where Peter's going to get a name change. I am going to predict that's going to be episode 3, but it could be episode 2. I don't think it's going to be episode 1. I'm kind of just predicting at this point the different stuff we're going to see here. Let's see. I don't know what this scene is. We have Jesus and Matthew. I think that we're going to see a lot of maturity in the disciples here. We're going to have to. I mean, if season 4 is supposed to end with like the Palm Sunday stuff, we're going to have to see the disciples grow up a lot. And so I think that maybe they're going to use the death of John the Baptist as a really big like calling card to really get the disciples to start focusing on really the reality of persecution and stuff. Right here, I wouldn't be surprised that this is the moment where Peter gets his name, because it looks like they're in Caesarea Philippi, and I think that this is where Peter's going to get his name change, which is exciting. Right here, Peter seems to be stomping off for Matthew. Don't know what's going on there. Matthew looks defeated. yeah. I don't know what's going on there. Let's see what else we got. We have a lot of Thomas and Rama shots. They look very happy, which is a good sign because last time we heard things were not going well. So I'm guessing maybe we'll catch up with them in episode 1, but this might be more of an episode 2 thing. I don't know. I don't know. We are going to see, okay, so this is really exciting to me because we are going to see the Jesus confronting some of the scribes and Pharisees here. This is actually a scene that is from Passion Week whenever you read the Gospels, but it seems like they're moving it ahead of time where it's basically he's calling them blind guides. And they're setting it in Capernaum, whereas in the Gospels it's in Jerusalem. But since it's set in Capernaum, I'm assuming that this is before they head to Caesarea Philippi. And so I'm going to guess this is going to be in episode 2, right? So the way I see this playing out, just so you get my predictions ahead of time, I think episode 1 is going to be John the Baptist. I think episode 2 is going to be stuff going on in Capernaum where we are going to probably see both the blind man healed, which is going to happen at the end of this trailer, and also Jesus confronting the scribes and Pharisees. I think that's what that's going to be. They're going to kind of blend 2 different stories together. And then I think episode 3 is going to be the Caesarea Philippi stuff. So I think episodes 1 and 2 are more in Capernaum, and then episode 3, because they just got back to Capernaum at the end of season 3, if you remember that. So I think episodes 1 and 2 are Capernaum-centric, and then episode 3 is going to be in Caesarea Philippi, and then I wouldn't be surprised if the rest of the season is heading down to Jerusalem. But those are just my initial thoughts. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, so this is just Jesus confronting them. We got some shots from this whole party that Herod Antipas is throwing, which is going to ultimately result in the dancing number, which we have right here, which results in the death of John the Baptist. We also have the scribe, like basically the people down in Jerusalem. The Sanhedrin is gathered, and they're trying to figure out what to do about things. I wouldn't be surprised, just thematically, if this goes in episode 2. If I'm correct, assuming that episode 2 is going to be like the blind man and then Jesus confronting the blind guides, thematically it would make sense for this to show up in episode 2. But since this is kind of an ongoing theme throughout the season, this could really show up anywhere. We do have Caiaphas right here. I think that's who that is. I think that's supposed to be the high priest Caiaphas, which is kind of cool. We do have Quintus going through some stuff. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about that. I don't really have much to say about the fictional stuff because I really don't really know where they're going because that's where they have the freedom to kind of just do whatever they want. But we're getting to see, like, this is one of the first times I think that we've really seen Quintus outside of his headquarters, right? Have we seen Quintus outside of the headquarters before? I can't think of any times. But I'm wondering, since the crowds are looking somewhere else, and they're not even noticing Quintus here, I wonder if they're looking at Jesus right now whenever he's confronting the scribes and Pharisees. I don't know. Keep on going. Oh, wait, hold up. So we still have Tent City, which is still an ongoing thing. That's a very interesting plot element that they've kind of established in the whole show here. This is outside Capernaum. This is the same Tent City. And I'm assuming that's what Quintus is mad about. He's probably still just frustrated by this whole thing. We got return of some characters that we've seen before. This moment, I think this is right before John the Baptist dies. I even like the little artistic flourish they're adding there with like just the filmmaking, how you can see like the back of it is kind of like almost has like this dizzying or swirling effect, and it's really focusing in on John's face. And I'm thinking that he's kind of looking into the distance. I don't know. I've talked about this before. I gave this theory when we looked at one of the other trailers. I'm kind of hoping that they have some sort of like vision or something, like, I don't know, like John in the afterlife or something. I don't know. I think they're going to do something artistically creative with John's death. I don't know what it would be, but that's kind of my guess. Just because I know they like to test things out here, and something about the filmmaking here makes me think they're going to show it. I don't think they're going to like show the decapitated head of John the Baptist. I don't think they really need to, but they could. I have no idea. But yeah, so there's that. And then we have Herod Antipas. We got Quintus. And then we just get the shot of the blind man who can see. And this shot right here, I think this is Jesus hearing about John the Baptist. That's going to be my guess. I think that you have Simon Zealot over here. Like, notice how Simon Peter and Simon the Zealot are both looking at Jesus, and Jesus looks shocked. I think that they are looking to see how Jesus is going to handle this. And so that's what that is. And then this is the blind man who now can see. And so that's the story from, what is that, John chapter 8 or 9, one of those two. And so we're going to see that in this episode, these episodes as well. And so, yeah, there are my kind of final predictions in regards to this. Like I said, I am kind of intimidated by this runtime because, if I'm being entirely honest, sitting in a movie theater for 3 hours and 40 minutes does not sound entirely enticing to me, especially on a work night. But we are going to do it, and I'm doing it for y'all so that we could talk about this tomorrow. At 7:30 p.m., we will be going live to do a discussion on episodes 1 through 3. It's going to be Brianna and I. She's going to see it with me tonight. And basically what we're going to do is in the live stream tomorrow, we will probably spend the beginning of the live stream just doing no spoilers. And then I will put up a disclaimer on the screen that lets you know that we are now talking about spoilers. And we will just begin to break down episodes 1, 2, and 3. And that's probably how I imagine it's going to go for all the episodes this season. And then once they actually release the episodes on the app and I have access to the footage, or if maybe I can get access to the footage early, that'd be great. But once I get access to the footage, then I can start doing my episode breakdowns and all this stuff to help y'all enjoy this show even more. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that y'all are planning on seeing The Chosen Season 4 in theaters. And if not, just let me know what you're looking forward to most in The Chosen Season 4 when you see it on the app. But thank you so much for watching this video. My name is David Tate. This is Now Let's Be Honest. Be sure to keep a smile on your face. Don't let anybody steal your joy. Remember who you are. And of course, Maranatha.